Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again.
And they're fighting out on the floor. Gabe had set up some tables, but Kenny is the one who throws Gabe. And Gabe's a big dude. Kenny picks him up for a powerbomb, launches him, throws him over the barricade through the pair of tables. The War Dogs are all pissed. This is where the ref is calling for help. They tease ref stoppage. Gabe comes up bleeding from the head, from the forehead, after taking this powerbomb through a table. Not sure how that works, but it worked for him. And he's like, got the buzz cut, so he had a lot of blood, and he's on his back, so it just pours all over his head. His whole head is red by the end of this. And Kenny goes back in the ring. There's a huge dive over the barricade onto Gabe and all his buddies, sends them all flying. And this may have been actually my favorite moment of the entire match, because Kenny came into this as his big return, probably expecting a huge ovation. The crowd is not on his side. They'll cheer when he does something cool, but they don't want him to win. And so he just leans into it. And he's down on the ground, and of course he speaks fluent Japanese, which also helps. And he's whimpering. Like on the point where he grabs his hip, and he's like whimpering and sobbing. Oh God, I hurt my hip. Somebody help me. Give me some ice, please. My hip. Oh God, my hip. And a geek runs over with the ice bag, and Kenny snatches the ice bag and kicks the little guy down and says, fuck you for taking so long to give me this ice bag, you dick. And it's like, you asshole. He was such a perfect prick right there, turning on the one guy who did help him for not helping him fast enough. So, of course, everyone boos him more. Kenny Omega is just the best. The absolute best. We're 15 minutes into this point. Gabe cuts him off with another body shot, of course. He's smacking him with a chair. They leaned up a table on the floor, and Gabe hits a brain buster through the leaned up table. You can actually see one specific dent in front of where the table broke. That's where Kenny Omega's head went on that. And the War Dogs are going crazy and cursing and stomping everywhere. I think they're supposed to be heels, but everyone's cheering for them. They start filling the ring with chairs, like an ECW house show, Walker says, although Charlton points out we have a bigger house than they ever got, which is true. Now Kenny is bleeding everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Like from certain points, he looked like a Wolfpack Sting with his face all red. And Gabe keeps ramming the chair into his gut over and over and over again. And they're trading elbows, and Red Shoes is like, you guys fight. I'm just going to dispose of these chairs for a while.
Who else was it that came back from diverticulitis and they worked the guts?
It was Brock.
Was it Brock? Probably Undertaker, right?
I forget who was fighting.
Body shots or something, the diverticulitis?
So somebody was getting their ass kicked by Brock, and then like he charged, they had a drop toe hold, and he went gut first in the corner of the out desk.
Yes.
Probably Cena. I want to say Cena. Could have been someone else, but yes, targeting.
I don't think it was Cena because Brock came back and just squashed him.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
He got like 0 offense.
I forget who it was, but yes. So somebody rammed Brock's guts into the corner of the desk to take over. So similar concept. So they do more of that story where Kenny is too fast for Gabe to hit anything, and he's hitting and moving and sticking and moving and jabbing, but then Gabe does one giant move, wipes him out. But then Kenny snaps off a Hurricane Rana out of nowhere, and that was almost the end of young Gabe Kidd, because he had almost nothing for the final 5 minutes of this, whatever it was. Kenny does the Terminator dive. Everyone is totally into that. And then a big-ass drop kick and a corner V-trigger, and they're up on the top rope, and it feels like Gabe is fucked. And he goes to the Dragon Superplex, or hits the Dragon Superplex, which won't help. A J Driller gets 2. He hits the V-trigger, but when he goes for the One-Winged Angel, the gut kicks in. And he drops the guy and grabs his own gut and goes down, wailing in pain. So he tries it again. Gabe escapes, hits the abdominal stretch. And that is virtually Gabe's last shot. He works on that for a while. He's digging his elbow and fist into the ribs and gut area, trying to find the weak spot in Kenny's intestines. And he gets a couple of pile drivers, makes a cover. Kenny gets the ropes. And then Kenny cuts him off, and then it's done. V-trigger, powerbomb, V-trigger. One last kick out at 1 defiantly, but Kenny just shrugs it off, hits the Kamigoye, the One-Winged Angel. Kenny wins. That was one of the best wrestling matches I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was awesome, dude. And yeah, people were talking about the abdominal stretch, and I think even the announcer said it was a tribute to Inoki or whatever. I didn't see it as that at all. He put him in an abdominal stretch. That was his last gasp. I will take out your abdominals for good this time. I will use the abdominal stretch on your ruined intestines. Thing with Kenny Omega is, he is just unbelievable in like every conceivable way.
Yeah.
But he's so good at everything. This is what I learned watching this match. He's so good at everything that even if he had come back with 50% of his athleticism, I think he still would have had a 5-star match. Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe.